heard it's really good.
Is it out? Like the whole thing is out?
Oh, one of them at least. But I mean, I just saw a little image of it and I read about it. I'm like, that looks fucking badass.
Yep.
Like, I want this movie. Or better yet, I want this animated movie. Like how Warner Brothers is doing with their DC, or their like PG-13 R animated movies. And they're doing extremely well with them because they keep making them.
The only thing is Nickelodeon is the owners of that.
Well, I mean, they have the Ninja Turtle and Batman comics.
So, I don't know. But, so it's Paramount, really, that owns it. Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Paramount is looking to put up their CBS All Access. Going to be Paramount Plus. That's some original content they could get. They should listen to us.
They have a bunch of properties that they should. G.I. Joe, they should be working on that.
Frasier.
Well,
no, they are working on G.I. Joe, though. The Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's going to be
even
interesting.
Power Rangers. They have enough stuff to reboot a Power Ranger show on their Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
like an actual gritty one.
That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if they could do it. You could get enough people watching it.
I think they would. And people are going to be signing up to Peacock for Saved by the Bell. So,
see, I'm a huge Saved by the Bell fan, but everything about Peacock says no to me.
Really?
Yeah, and I grew up on must-see TV Thursday, where like you had to watch Thursday night lineup, like just whatever it was. NBC fucking had it, and they just like broke my heart when they would cancel shows too early. Now, all their shows weren't successful their first season. All their shows were successful second or third season, and it's just like CBS is smart because they started counting internet views before everyone else did, and they kept shows on longer. And that's why you have the juggernaut fucking Big Bang Theory. It's gone now, but that's the most successful sitcom of all time now.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. NBC broke my heart. And then I was excited for The Brave New World, because I like that book. Had to read in high school. I'm like, oh, that's actually a pretty interesting fucking book. And they canceled after the first season. All these, like, streaming services, they need to guarantee 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? I was going to actually get it just to watch that.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'm not going to invest anything into it.
Or I feel like wording like how HBO does it, like a limited series.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like that would be, know what to expect.
Big Little Lies was a limited series.
Yeah.
It did so well, they're like, hey, let's fucking do a sequel.
Yeah.
And they did. And that did well too. So it's, it's just, marketing.
Yeah.
You just got to say it right.
You just gotta be honest. I think honesty goes a long way, especially with TV shows, because then you want to watch it, and it's like Watchmen that worked perfectly, and people want Watchmen again though. But I don't want.
This is what I think would happen with that one. I think HBO said no, and they decided to word it as being a mini series, because they ended on a cliffhanger on purpose. The HBO said it's too expensive.
I don't know. I don't think there's nowhere for it to, like, what would a season 2 look like? I think that's
Miss Manhattan.
I don't buy it.
So.
No,
I think
there's nowhere to go. They're called writers, and they get paid lots of money to come up with crazy shit.
But what's his name wrote that all himself. It took him a long took him a long time to write it, and he said multiple times that he had no interest in doing a season 2.
Because Lindelof's very well known for not to be able to go after season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he does after season 1 kind of goes downhill.
Yeah.
I fucking love The Leftovers, but it went downhill fast. I mean, story got left over. But I still liked it.
No, yeah, I completely agree. He's not known to be he's kind of.
I bet you he'd be a better showrunner than he would be as a writer.
That I do agree. That I feel like if you have a really good group of people and you're supervising them, and you're like, all right,
be good at that.
That would be nice. And
I'm a fan of Lindelof. Like, I'm not talking shit on him.
No.
I like the shit that people talk shit on him for. So, I just.
No, but that was that's one of the shows that I'm like, even like I gotta agree with. I don't know if I want to see a season 2.
I just think that season was so good that they're never going to top it, and I don't think it's even worth trying to attempt. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I like the movie more though.
Just the fact that they attempted, did that show, it was just like.
But that's the thing, is that
It went off the comic.
Yeah, it was an extension of the comic, which I thought was cool, and I respected that. And I was happy with what I got. I don't necessarily need to see more. Mm-hmm. And I do still love the movie, and I think it has its own legs. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was still mad that they did what they did with Rorschach. Because they've kind of tainted.
I'm super pissed on that.
They made him a white
That's
supremacist.
fucking horrible.
Not him
but the
specifically.
label,
his look.
His look. Yeah, the manifesto is like.
It's like, ugh.
Never compromise, even in the face of Armageddon.
But
Patrick
has everybody read the graphic novel?
Of course,
I know enough about it, so
I haven't.
Yeah.
I feel like if you've read the graphic novel, Rorschach kind of is a fascist.
Yeah.
In the book,
yeah.
So it makes sense in the context of that for what they did, but still like leaning towards the movie, or just like they kind of like show him more as an anti-hero, someone where you could get behind. So it's kind of disheartening to see them go through it the other side in the show.
But that was my only bit of news. Sorry I got off subject, but yeah.
So my news is I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember now. Conan O'Brien's going to end his show next year.
Conan O'Brien.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's ending his show next year. He should be the Tonight Show host, but fuck NBC and fuck Jay Leno again. Breaking my heart, NBC. I'm still bitter about that. 10 years later.
Any particular reason why they're ending it?
I don't think he's getting views.
Really?
Yeah, it's TBS. I mean, their views are already dipped down anyway, and in the late night, thing that's been going on, he's not even getting mentioned and shit anymore.
It's not going to be like a Letterman thing where he comes back later on with this streaming thing.
He might do something, but not at TBS.
Of course.
Yeah, he might do something on his own, which I think he'll be extremely successful at. And he's a talented writer. He's funny. He might be able to do a really good fucking podcast. A long form talking. Like him and Craig Ferguson, I loved at late night. Because they were just different. They kind of talk more instead of hit certain points. So there's that. And then they just released the new Tom and Jerry movie preview.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like mixed animation, so it's like live action and animation.
Really?
Yeah. Huge fan of Tom and Jerry. So I'm excited about that. I watched that one. That was pretty cool.
But they're taking it down right off the internet and stuff. They're exclusively trying to show it in the movie theaters, right? Or something like that. I know Warner Brothers are fucking weird.
This is gonna be a hard fucking time. So there's that, and then since some Bond news. There's a really good article in the Hollywood Reporter on how GoldenEye kind of reshaped the franchise and brought it all back. So if you guys are interested in that, I know that's a lot of our entry to Bond was GoldenEye, whether it's the video game or the movie.
Definitely. Yep.
That's how we got into it. So check that one out. It's really interesting.
Nice.
That's crazy. We got into a conversation on the Get Shorty episode that I did. Mm-hmm. We talked about GoldenEye a little bit.
Oh yeah, I listened to that.
We did? No. Got my dick.
I'm not driving nearly as much anymore. It's hard to listen to stuff.
That's all right. I understand.
It's downloaded though. I make sure to give you the download point.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. It's all about the numbers.
Hey, it is. It really is.
Does that just leave me? Yes. You just add the one?
I don't know. You see else here? I said like 3 things.
That's right.
Count, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me.
All right. I just have 2 quick pieces. First up, the comedy director Judd Apatow has joined forces with Netflix, and they are fast-tracking a film set in the COVID pandemic, although no actors have been attached to the project as of yet.
I'm guessing Leslie Mann and his daughters. Just a guess. Just a guess, because nepotism does not exist in Hollywood.
I guess they want to do like an all-star cast, but it's going to be like, I guess movie stars trapped like in a hotel while they're trying to shoot something during the pandemic. I think that's what I read. which is you know what I mean. Like he does weird shit like that all the time. He's coming off the success of what's the new one they put out.
The King of
Staten Island. Yeah, which they were forced to put it on VOD, but it did surprisingly great numbers. It's a good movie. It's a great movie.
I think that's also because of Pete Davidson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But he drove the younger crowd to do that, to get that.
He's big right now, for sure.
Yeah. But if you would have done that 10 years ago in the same situation, like, whatever. Let's say Seth Rogen was that character, that new actor now. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't have done well.
You think so?
Yeah, because they put Seth Rogen on the cover of Knocked Up. What the fuck? But you guys, from the guys that brought you 40-Year-Old Virgin, and that took you to it. So, and it took you to the theater, and then word of mouth and everything like that. And then Katherine Heigl, too. But, Pete Davidson was fucking awesome in that movie. Mm-hmm. I really hope come, like, award season,
you get something.
Nominate, even if it's just for a Golden Globe, just to give him some, like, credit. He was great in that.
Yeah.
Like, he made me cry a couple times. Because he wasn't an asshole. Like, he wasn't, but, like, you still, like, ugh.
Don't you get it, Mama? Don't you know I'm a fucking bum?
Just when he goes, what did I do? What did I do? I'm like, oh. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It is.
Surprisingly, like, authentic. And Bill Burr's is good.
Bill Burr, Marissa Tomei, the whole cast is fantastic.
I have to agree with you.
Even Bobby Hill.
He's like, don't worry, Mom, I'll never leave you.
Yeah. I wouldn't leave Marissa Tomei either.
True that. Have you seen the wrestling?
I still haven't. Yeah, I still haven't. I want to.
I implore you to watch it, my friend.
I know why.
It's a really great movie.
My favorite movie of hers still, though, is My Cousin Vinny.
I was just watching
Is that
the other
it?
night.
No, there's more. She's awesome.
Dude.
And it's fucking ticking. I want to watch that one.
I think it's on...
It's on one of them, yes. I saw it. I think it's on HBO, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Streaming somewhere. Alright, my final piece of news for the evening. The iconic role of Freddy Krueger has been dormant for a decade, but we now know that the WB, notorious WB, is looking to bring back Robert Englund for another outing, which would be the first time he'd portray the character in about 20 years since Jason versus Freddy, I believe.
Probably wouldn't need that much makeup because he's so old now.
He's 72, I believe. Something like that. Any thoughts on this? Excited?
I'm excited to see him back. I feel that he's an iconic character. I mean, out of all the, I want to say horror characters out there, or slasher characters, he is the most iconic one.
Oh, for sure.
Besides, like, because you really don't see, well, except for that one time you see Michael Myers' face and Jason, but other than that, it's all like stunt work. You know, all stuntmen are playing them and shit. You know.
And the big thing is that Freddy was the first one to actually have like a real concrete personality.
Yeah. With
the one, you know, the quips and being like kind of snide and just talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of the slasher or the ones that, besides Chucky, they don't really talk much.
They're just
you know
silent
what I mean?
killers.
James,
like smoking.
Any idea?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see if it does go through. I'm excited to see the story. You know, if it's just a continuation, or how they're planning to do this.
It could be something, I think, very fun. Hopefully, like if this does get greenlit for sure, it'll be definitely because of the Halloween franchise being revived, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if they do that, it would be fun to see them have what's her name, Nancy come back, one of the original Final Girls, come back and kind of face off for one last time. You know what I mean?
Really cool.
She's in a coma.
I can see them make jokes at the remake. That'd be pretty funny.
I think they could do something fun. It's interesting to me because I thought Robert Englund had said that he thought he was too old to sit through all the makeup again. So I think it's it has me curious that he's like considering it again. You know,
Needs that cheddar.
I don't know.